and welcome to day 14 of the Collective Growth Experiment. Yesterday we talked about the strength of the community. Today we're going to talk about how growth is bigger than just you. What if your growth isn't just about you? What if the real question is, who loses if you choose not to win, right? Realizing that if you don't do it, there's some doors that only you can open, right? Yesterday in the community, this question came up and it really stuck with me. The blend of so many survivors, doctors, caregivers, family members there just to cheer people on. We all play our own individual important role in our communities, right? So most of us think about growth like this. What are my goals? What's my revenue? What's my next step? How am I going to get that next car? How am I going to get that next promotion, that next house, right? My goals, my revenue, my car, my next level, right? But this is not the Johnny Gill song. We're not out here singing my, right? The reality is that I think it was Denzel that had the quote once, he's never seen a U-Haul truck pulled up at a funeral. We can't take any of this stuff with us, so we have to focus on the things that actually really matter. So when we choose to zoom out and really see the big picture is bigger than that my song, right? It really is. What if I don't choose to make that move, right? What if that company was never open? What if that book was never written, right? What if that song was never made, right? The growth you're connected to is your family, your team, your community, all the pieces that are actually going to be your legacy, your church members, right? People are waiting for you to do things that only you can do. Remember, we talked about making sure we understand our individual contributions and why we're all individually made for success. I started thinking about this personally. If I don't build what I am called to build, if I don't step into the rooms that I am intended to step into, it's not just me that's going to feel the loss, right? It's going to be everyone in my atmosphere, everyone in my orbit, everyone in my community, everyone in my church. They're going to feel that loss because there's something that I was intended to do because I am in this world and in this space. There are opportunities that are never going to be created if you don't choose to create them. Connections that will never get made if you're not there to help make those connections, right? Again, remember we talked about all of us playing our own individual roles. People often stay stuck longer than they should be because, again, remember we talked about waiting for that right opportunity at the right time, but sometimes it's not the right time. It's just you, again, choosing to move. That is what shifts everything for you. So now we're going to pivot into our ACE implementation tool for today, and I love it because it's actually the ACE framework that we're built upon. The ACE stands for align. Getting clear on what you're actually building and what matters to you. Why are you building it, right? The C stands for connect, because the right opportunities don't just benefit you, they're going to also unlock doors for many others. The E stands for expand, right? Your impact is what's going to grow beyond yourself, grow into your community and others. It becomes bigger than your own success. That's the difference that made me build what I'm building today, because I realized that it's bigger than me, and I chose to stop chasing growth. Instead, I chose to become the strategic growth architect because I am architecting and building my own impact for my community and everyone that I'm connected to. So here's what I'm going to reflect on and ask you to do today. What losses will occur if you choose not to win today, right? Who's going to be left behind, right? What is going to be different because you didn't choose to make that move that you should have made, right? I know I often tell people that I'm much less of a risk taker than I was before, now that I am a mom, right? But now I think of it in a different perspective now that I'm an entrepreneur. What if I don't start this business? What if I don't build this legacy for my boys and my family and my husband, right? Remembering again that it's bigger than me. I am doing something that's not just for me, not for a paycheck for me, but an impact that is going to be a legacy for me and the Gaddy family, right? So drop in the comments below if there's something that you've been meaning to do and needing to do, and you realize now that you need to take that action, because the reality is that it is much bigger than you. It's bigger than me, because it is the collective growth that matters the most. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day.